Another question we've got: who's going to be the surprise package dark horses this summer, country-wise, in the World Cup? And that is from our mod, Migtavius. Hopefully, I've said that right.
Yeah, my pod partner. Yeah, I. Brett seemed to have a few dark horses there.
I'll probably put my neck
Do you
on the
think it's
line.
the deepest, darkest Peru? Is
Yeah,
Paddington going to come along and score a few goals?
it's funny because you gave me Group C and D to kind of look at and do a bit of research. I'm like obsessed with these teams now. Do you know what I mean? That's why I've ended up with a Nigerian and a Peru player in my team, because I'm getting so like, when you see a player and then you see some stats and you get like drawn to them. So yeah, Peru. It's not an easy run for them. I think they could get out of that group. I think they could finish second if France win their group. But if they do finish second, then they're likely going to face Argentina then in the knockout. So I can't see Peru going any further than that, really. But because I spent so much time researching them, I do think they are dark horses for their group. I think Peru could be a tough team to play.
I mean, I quite like Serbia. I know they qualified quite well. Their group wasn't too difficult. They replaced their manager because they wanted to be less defensive, which worries me a little bit because I think that kind of tactic may benefit them in the World Cup, being quite defensively sound. But they have some great players there, so I would be interested in them.
Yeah, maybe Iceland, just because of how well they did at the Euros. You could maybe not like shout them out, but
yeah, I think obviously Iceland were in Group D that I researched, and again, my knowledge outside of the FPL wasn't great until doing a bit more research. But it turns out Iceland actually beat Croatia to the top of their qualifying group, which I thought was very impressive. Obviously that takes a lot of consistency. It shows that their Euro efforts weren't a fluke at all. They're obviously a very confident team. I think they're the lowest populated team to ever qualify for a World Cup now this year. They're going to come with no fear. That's for sure. The Iceland team, they're going to come with absolutely no fear. They've got nothing to lose. And they, like I said, they topped Croatia in qualifying. They could top them again. They could finish second in that group. They could.
yeah. Kurt, who do you think is the dark horse?
I think I've slightly covered it. I think if you look at Uruguay, they've got a group they can get through. The only problem is they'll most likely face Portugal or Spain. You'd expect them to have Portugal they could do well against if they top the group. You expect Portugal to come second below Spain, but I just don't think you can write off Colombia. I think they'll top their group. They should beat their group with the players they have. Looking at the Belgium squads, knowing, unfortunately, how we do, Colombia could beat either of them, and even Panama or Tunisia. I think they've wiped the floor with them, and they can go on from strength to strength there. They've got the sort of the solidarity to go through the tournament. Like they did at the World Cup 4 years ago. No one expected them to do it, and they did it. I think they can go again and give it a good run again this time.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.